Hey, what's up? We're live. Welcome to Million Dollar Coach Monday. I'm your host, Ryan McMorris, and I'm live every single Monday to help you build your $1,000,000 coaching business. No matter whether you are just getting started as an online coach, maybe you made it into one of our communities and you think you want to be an online coach because you have what it takes and you have an expertise out there that people need to know about, or whether or not you've already made your first six figures and you're looking to scale to your next six figures or seven figures. This is our goal is to help you take that next big step inside of your business to help you build your $1,000,000 coaching business. So if you're watching the replay, make sure that you comment the word replay. If you're here with me live today, make sure that you comment the word live. Make sure that if you do not have your $1,000,000 coaching business guide, make sure that you comment the word guide, because we are going to refer back to that because those are the three things that you must have in place for us to help you build your $1,000,000 coaching business. Okay. We're going to go over really part two today. I'm going to share a behind the scenes look at like how we create really good promo cycles. So what a promo cycle is. If you're not familiar with a promo cycle, we're going to go over that in a second. I'm going to make sure that this is getting out to everybody. So just give me one quick second here. All right, let me pull up the group. Make sure you say hey. Make sure you let me know where you're coming in from, what part of the country or what part of the world that you're in. I definitely want to know where you're in. If you're watching live, again, just comment the word live. And let's see, I can see we're all good here. So hold on one second. Let me make sure we're good. Hey, everyone, we are talking. We are behind the scenes with a promo. Oops, I suck at this. Promo cycle today. Okay, let's get it. So first of all, if you don't know what a promo cycle is, a promo cycle is where every 5 to 7 weeks. So I'm going to pull up a screen here. Let me know if you guys can hear me too. And let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let me know if you guys can actually see the screen, and let me know if you guys can hear me. Just give me like a good, or I got you in the comments. That way we're all good to go. Okay. So what we want to do is, first of all, I wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes of a promo cycle because this is like our bread and butter. Okay. If you guys saw earlier last week in the group, we talked about one of our clients, John, who is on pace to do about $48,000 to $60,000 this month to end April. Okay. And this was a guy who was an established coach, was just looking for a spark. And, he was in a place where he wasn't doing any revenue. And we were like, all right, like what do we have in place? Let's do a promo cycle. Okay. So he's doing zero revenue. We do a promo cycle for John. Okay. And that promo cycle is responsible for doing about $12,000 right now. And our goal is to knock out $60,000, and that's in revenue, by the end of April. Okay. Now let me know in the comment section. Just say the word "me" if you'd like to have a month like that. Okay. If you'd like to pull in an extra maybe 3,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100 grand. Let me know if that's you. Okay. So part of those promo cycles and part of what we do here is every 4 to 7 weeks. Okay. So every 4 to 7 weeks, we want to have some type of promotion. Okay. Now, these promotions, we call them anywhere from like level 1 to level 5. Okay. Our job as your coaches is to recognize where you are in your business. okay, to figure out which promo cycle is best for you, okay? And that's what we did with John. We went to John, we consulted with him, and we said, hey, you're ready for what we call a level 3 promo. And then we executed that level 3 promo, and we're talking about a $60,000 in April as a projection, okay? So let me ask you this, okay? When is the last time you did a promo cycle? Let me ask you, just say the word yes or no. Have you done a promo cycle in the last 8 weeks? So if you were to look back at your business, have you done something where in that 10 to like 14 days, you know that you had a clear promotion cycle? Give me a yes or a no in the comment section. Because never. Okay, no. So let me ask. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know. Like, these are the things that are keeping you from having these big months. Okay, because momentum is huge in business. Would you agree? Okay, momentum is very big in business. So in order for us to create momentum, okay, and this is where I really want you guys to let me know if you're getting value from this and this makes sense. Because what I want you to realize, and I want you to have like an aha moment of, holy crap, I'm not putting myself in position to actually make these type of months and have these types of influx cash flow in my business because I'm not putting myself in position to actually do a promo cycle, right? So we never do these promo cycles. So we never can like really create an influx or a spike in our cash flow. Okay. And what happens is, one, it's going to create a spike in our cash flow. Okay. But then two, it's also going to create momentum in between. Okay. So follow me here. All right. Someone said, I've got no cash flow. Then if you want to, can you see how if I did a promo cycle the right way, Irene, that one, you would actually start to have cash flow and you'd start to create momentum. Like because you're not doing this one activity, this one thing, you're not gonna have cash flow and you're not gonna have any momentum in your business. So we have to do these promo cycles in order to actually create these two things, okay? Because let's just call this April 24th. Let's just call this week 1, okay? So if April 24th is week 1, and I know that, let's call this week 2, week 3, and week 4 is where I'm going to have my promo cycle. Okay, so we know that in 4 weeks, I'm going to have this promo cycle. Okay, so in week 1, I'm going to have just like some content that I put out, right? And week 2, I'm going to have some content that I put out. Week 3, I'm going to have a series of content that I put out. But week 4, I'm going to have a series of posts and videos that get people to my program. Okay. So when this happens, guys, this allows me to actually like get people raising their hand. Yes, I want that. Yes, can you help me? Yes, like I'd love to get to where you're telling me that you can take me. Okay. So if you don't do this inside of your business every 4 to 7 weeks, you will not create momentum in your business. The cool thing that happens here is now, even though we're able to create around $60,000 worth of revenue for someone like John in that month, what we're able to do is it also creates momentum. So in between, like let's just say this week 5, he can still enroll clients. It may not be at the pace during the promo cycle, but he can still enroll people. Does that make sense? He can still bring on people. Okay. So one of the things that we want you to realize is like a lot of coaches don't make consistent income because they don't have an evergreen offer. Okay. You've got to be able to bring on a client every day. If you can't bring on a new client every single day, then you're drowning your business. It's just you're really putting your business in a place where it's going to be too hard to create consistency. Okay. Need to get a good package together, of course. I know, Kim, we talked about that package offer. You guys should be super close to having that package. And again, I'll tell you this as a thing, your offer is always going to be improving, right, guys? Your offer is always going to be improving. Your offer is never going to be perfect. So at the end of the day, just go out and put the damn offer out. Okay. Put it in front of somebody's face. Okay. Just make sure that every day you're giving yourself the best chance of improving your offer. Okay. I've got I need to get a good package together. Yes. We are who is the best person to chat with. You got to show up to your classes. Obviously, for what package you guys are in, we do live classes. But if you don't show up to those classes, then it's hard to get that one-on-one support. Okay. And again, if you have questions, post your questions in the group. Post your questions. But again, you guys have got to get into a place where if you want like that hands-on one-on-one support, obviously you guys know that there's, a cost to that. And if you can't do that yet, then you got to show up to what you got. Okay. So just make sure that you ask your questions inside of the community. Show up to the classes when you can. Again, we do offer reviews every Thursday, and we do them live. So again, if you have questions, you got to ask. Okay. So let's talk about what a promo cycle looks like. We're putting a promo cycle together for a client today, and she's about 10 days out of her promo. Okay. So we're going to work backwards. Okay. Anytime I want to know that I'm going to make a sale on or I'm going to open up my promo cycle, I want to work backwards. Okay. So let's just say she's going to open up enrollment for something May 5th. Okay. So May 5th, and then we've got May 4th, we've got May 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and then we've got April 31st. So now I'm going to look at, I got April 24th is today, April 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29, and 30. So we've got our days laid out here. Typically, when I do a promo cycle, I know that I want to have about 10 to 14 days. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. Okay. So I've got 13 days. And I also want to work backwards here. So I want to make 10 sales. And she's doing like a weekend thing at $500. So she's going to come out making $5,000. So this $5,000 deal is to lead people to a $5,000 offer. Okay. So just what Kim was talking about, you got to have your offer established. Okay. Again, your offer is never going to be perfect, but you got to make sure that you've got your offer. Okay. So if you've got your offer, let's just say her offer is going to be a $500 offer that is going to lead to a $5,000 offer to work with her in her program. Okay. So here's how we lay this out. Okay. I'm going to work backwards from here. One, this is going to be the final day to get inside. Okay. So we're going to create some sense of urgency on the final day here. On here, or on April 24th, I want to create awareness of a problem. Okay. I want to create conversation around that problem. So some people don't even know that there's a problem out there. So what's like the main problem that you can solve for your customer? Maybe it's maybe it's like bringing awareness to something around relationships. Maybe it's bringing awareness to people that want to make money from home, but they just don't know where to start. and you bring awareness to that problem by saying, hey, most people just don't know where to start when it comes to like making their first $1,000 online. And it's that problem that has most people stuck. But once you figure out, once you answer these few questions, you'll know exactly what's the best thing for you on how to get started. So I'm going to bring awareness to the problem. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to bring some type of anticipation that I'm gonna make something to solve the problem. Okay, so now I can get people excited about something that's actually gonna solve their problem. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is I want to tell a I want to tell a story here. Okay, so I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to bring some value and let them know that I understand this problem. Okay. The other thing that I want to do here is I want to let people know that I've helped other people solve this problem before. Okay. And here, let's just say I want to create an announcement that this offer is available. Okay. And then here I may go over my offer details. Congo. Sorry, my dog just came in, just extremely thirsty. Okay. So I may talk about the offer details and really just talk about the benefits of the offer. Okay. And here I may talk about, let's just say I'm going to go live today. Right. And again, I'm just really just pulling this out of my butt here, creating a plan. And again, once we create these plans on like what we want to do to promote my thing, okay? Because a lot of us, we just don't promote our thing. And if you need help with this, then I'm telling you, like if you're not doing this inside of your business, most of us need help here. We do this every single day, okay? So if this looks easy for us because we do it with multiple clients almost every single day to help them lay out a game plan of how to attack their promo cycles. Okay. Because if you attack your promo cycle the right way with intention, then you're going to crush it. Okay. So let's just say that's my, week, my kind of like pre-week here. Let's call that like the week one. And then we'll call this like a medium promo. And then I'm going to go hard right here to get people to buy the program, to get people to show up to the thing that I want them to show up to. Okay. So I may do another announcement. I may do, there's only, 5 seats left. I may do a post here that talks about the consequences of not registering. Okay. I may do here, let's just say, I may want to do a teaser post and I may ask a question here. So again, I laid all this out. I could move some of these around, but the point that I want to make here is like, have you ever gotten help doing this before? Have you ever started to put some intention around like actually doing a promo cycle? Because there's so much intention that goes behind these promo cycles. We laid out every single day for John. Okay. To the T, John knew everything that was going on inside of his business for those days. And when that happens, his audience, they got excited. His audience started moving again. They started booking calls. They started engaging. They started hanging around again. They started seeing that he was the solution to the problem that they had. Okay. And, if you're not in a place where you can go out and like get the support on doing these promo cycles, I want to give you guys a behind the scenes of what we are putting together with these 28-day plans. Okay. So here's what we did. We put together a 28-day, just full on plan to help that you can do. Okay. So let me go find it here. All right. So let's find these. Boom, boom, boom. Let's open this up. So what we did was we put together a straight up like 28-day action plan for you to monetize in 4 weeks. Okay. What you'll see is we laid out everything. Okay. From the first like day zero to help you with your offer, to help you set your goals, to help you look at where your audience is. We literally give you this step by step every day on like what to do from day one, day two, day three, day four, all the way through. You'll see here day 8, 9, 10, 11. Like we literally tell you what you need to do in like the 3 core areas to make sure that you're putting up the right post, that you are putting up the right videos, you're creating the right videos, and you're building out the back end systems the right way to actually like catapult you into that cash flow, to help you catapult yourself into momentum. Because most of us, we aren't looking at our business as like, I'm building my business promo cycle to promo cycle, and those promo cycles are going to create momentum for what happens in between the promo cycles. Guys, does this make sense? Let me know if this makes sense or you're getting value from this. Because if you don't think that way in your business right now, if you're approaching your business every day as like, I'm just going to like hopefully show up today, and hopefully I make a sale today, or hopefully I get a client today, like that's not the way to approach business. Okay. Like this isn't what's going to help us create a business out of this. You're just creating some like weird hobby that you're throwing spaghetti on the wall. Okay. So let's talk. But I'm new, and it's okay. It's okay if you're new to this. But I would challenge you to ask yourself, how long are you going to say that you're new to this? There's someone that just got started that's newer than you. Okay. And there's always going to be someone that gets started in something that's newer to you. We use phrases like, I'm new to this, to keep ourselves safe. We use phrases like, I'm new to this, to justify the lack of results we're getting. Okay. I'm going to say that one more time because I know that it really stings sometimes, but we use phrases like, I'm new to this, or I'm just getting started, to justify the lack of results that we're getting. Why? Because if we say that I'm just getting started, or I'm new to this, or I'm still, working some things out, it justifies the fact that we're not getting the result that we want to get. But it's okay because I'm just getting started, or it's okay because I'm still new to this. And we can look at it all the time. So again, let's talk about this. Let's see. Let's look. Trouble with funnel and copy to get people to stop. Okay, cool. So let me give you an analogy. We have many of you guys that show up to this class. You guys know we have a school, right? Does everybody know that we own a brick and mortar preschool and elementary type school? It's a private school. And this past weekend, I had to go out into the garden, and the kids here, they have a garden that they plant crops, and they use the produce in their nutritional classes, and then they actually sell the produce at a farmer's market. That's the whole goal behind having that garden. Okay. And we had a bunch of like cabbage and radishes, and like there's a bunch of stuff in this garden. Well, something got in the garden and it like ate everything. Okay. And it was like really sad. You can imagine having a garden at the school, and like and then like we think it was like a beaver or a rabbit or something, and it like gets in the garden, it eats everything. Okay. And we spent a few hours this weekend putting a chicken wire net all the way around all the gardens, preparing them so nothing could get in. Okay. Kim, the reason that I tell you this story is because we're always fixing something in our business. You're always going to improve something in the business. So yes, did we already build the garden? We already made the garden. We already planted the seeds. We already, cultivated everything. It was growing, right? Okay. And all of a sudden something got in and started wreaking havoc and like wrecking the garden. So we had to go and fix it. And what I want you guys to understand is your funnel, your copy, like it's always going to be improving. But if you approach your business in a way that that you're like, oh man, like I got to fix this. I got to fix this. Like I got to do this first. I got to do this first. Like you're not going to see the you're not going to see the improvements that we want to see. You're not going to go at the pace that you want to go because you're telling yourself, I got to do this first. I got to do this first. Where the reason that we're successful in multiple different businesses over the last 10 years is because we move forward without having things to be perfect. Okay. And like, that's the key to success, is just making it good enough and continuously making it better. Okay. So are your funnels going to be perfect? No. Is your copy always going to be perfect? No. You're right here, right now. You got me right now. And you're not asking the questions that you say you have, right? So so there could be a question that we say like, hey, that's a specific question that we want to answer on this class. But a lot of times, or another class, but a lot of times you may have a question that you're just like, yo, like you could ask it now. And, but it's not being asked, right? There's a question that you have in your business right now that you're holding on to and you're just not asking it, but you're here, right? So I just want today's class. I hold this class to make sure that like you have a solid plan in your business, right? But if there's things that you're holding in that you're just not asking, like whose fault is that, right? We can't allow ourselves to just hold on to questions. Okay. So my goal for you today, okay, is to in some way put a promo cycle on your calendar. Okay. In some way, put a promo cycle on your calendar. If you don't know how to execute a promo cycle, then I would recommend saying the word workshop. That way you can at least go through our 28-day workshop and you can feel what it means to get prepared for a promo cycle and then actually execute one on a small scale, just to get it out. Okay. Just do it. And then after you've executed a promo cycle, then it's just a matter of saying, all right, how can I go out and do this on a big scale, like John did, like we're doing for like Natalie did, how Lindsay's done, like how we do these with our clients in our coaching program. But you can't go at a promo cycle on a certain level until you've actually gotten your feet wet, executed one, brought on a couple clients, that kind of thing. Okay. So I got to hop off. Irene, we'll get you access to that workshop. Again, it's a great workshop for you to get started, to get some momentum, to get going in the right direction, because we have a full 28-day action plan for you to execute on that you can follow. There's live classes and live workshops with coaches to help you build out the 3 categories that we want to help you build out to establish momentum in your business. And again, you can ask the questions. You can show up and get the help that you need. You can get access to a VA. You can get access to coaches that are there to help you. Okay. So again, I just want you if there's anything that you walk away with here, okay, this is my last thing for you. I want you to start thinking about your business in a way where I'm building my business promo cycle to promo cycle. Okay. And I'm always like I'm either ending a promo cycle or I'm gearing up for my next one. You feel me? Or I'm in one. That's it. And so I want you guys to realize, let me know if that makes sense. Cause like, that's the only thing I want you to walk away with from this one. I want you to see, yeah, this is how we do it. breakdown. But like most people, you're not going to be able to walk away. You could watch this replay 100 times and like, you can be like, oh, I could use some help there. Right. And it's okay. We do this every single day. All right. But I do want you to understand, like, all right, this is how I should be building my business. Like, we did a promo cycle 2 weeks ago, and we're going to do another one, I think, in like 4 or 5 weeks. And everybody that raised their hand, it was like 200, 300 people that raised their hand on the last promo cycle. You know, there's a handful of people that bought. And then all the people that didn't buy were basically engaging with those people, keeping them warm, keeping them around, building a relationship with them. Some are going to move through, some are not. But then you get that group of people to the next promo cycle. And in between, you're growing an audience of new people. So can you see how like that cycle works? Can you see how the conveyor belt works? Okay. It's always this, all right, like all these people raised their hand for my promo cycle. Some bought, most didn't, right? So how can I keep these people around, keep them warm so they show up to the next promo cycle where they have a better chance of purchasing? And then I'm always going to be looking to get new people that don't know who we are into our ecosystem and to that same promo cycle. Like, that's the conveyor belt that I want you to start building in your business, because that's how you create a funnel of just keeping the water flowing. Okay. So if that makes sense, if you got value from that, let me know. I'm going to be live right now. I'm going live on TikTok right now. So if you want to hop over to TikTok and hang out with me for a little bit, make sure that you pop over there. I'll be live for the next about 20 minutes. See you.